Hello and thanks for coming back to my channel. In today's video, I will be attempting a French tip on my almond shaped nails using soft white and champagne sparkle from Double Dip Nails. I always start every mani with a strip down the middle, starting at about where the apex should be, and I do this to help maintain some strength, especially as my nails get stronger or as they get longer. So this next layer of dip is really what I consider to be my first dip, starting at 3/4 from the cuticle. When I dip into the glitter, I go super slow and dip to only where I want the French tip to end. And because of the shape of my nails, I'm also dipping into this glitter at a more horizontal angle. Doing so gives my French line more of that curve. If you hold your finger more vertically, dipping into the powder in a perpendicular way, that makes the line straighter. So you can adjust your finger depending on how curved you want your line. And then before I dip in, I also shake the jar just to make sure that I have a nice flat surface at the top of my jar to dip into the glitter for my lines. After dipping my tip into the glitter, I use a small spoon to pour over the white dip powder over the rest of the nail. I've had many people ask me where I got that little spoon, and I got it from All Powdered Up, and it really is the perfect pour over spoon. It's super tiny and it's super cute, so I actually really love it. Another tip for a more curved French tip, when you're dipping into the glitter, rotate your finger slightly so you can get the glitter on either sides of your nail. So that's what you're seeing me here. I'm rotating my finger just slightly just so I can get a little bit more glitter on those sides of the nail. So for this second and then the next layer, the third layer of dip, it's going to be much the same process. So I'm actually going to fast forward or speed this process up a little bit, and I'll be popping in and out with just some commentary, some tips, some things that I've learned along the way. So I will be back. During my first dip, I felt that my line was a little off center, so you'll start seeing me positioning it this way in future dips. In doing it like this, I'm better able to see it straight on, which gives me a better perspective to gauge the position of my French line. I'm going to continue this process through a third layer of dip, and you'll notice that I'm not dipping my tip into the glitter very far. This is entirely a personal preference. For the look that I was wanting to achieve with this mani, I wanted a thin French tip. I love the delicate way that looks, but it's really up to you if you wanted a deeper curve or a deeper tip. Then you can definitely dip your finger in a little bit more into the glitter. I'll be honest, French tips have always intimidated me. It looks so simple, but with dip powder, I feel like you have to be so precise to get a good, clean line. Especially, I think, when you are using solid liquids, I think you can see the lines more clearly in that sense. But a few weeks back, I had asked you guys what kind of videos you wanted to see, and a French tip on an almond shape was brought up. So I love all the suggestions that I've gotten and the ideas that I've gotten from you guys, because it helps me get outside of my comfort zone and encourages me to try new things. So I'm so glad for it, because without trying new things, I would never know if I could do it. So that's why, I definitely encourage you all to try a new technique you've never tried before, or a new design you were previously too nervous to do, especially if you are like me and you like to do your own nails. I mean, what do you have to lose? You might actually end up really loving it, just like how I think this one ended up really nicely, and I am obsessed with how this turned out. So after my third layer of dip, I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate these in clear, so when I file and buff, I'm not buffing off the glitter. So y'all don't have to sit through me filing and buffing. I'm just going to skip right to the top coat step. I'm using double dip liquids for this mani, and I gotta say, their top coat is really good. It's a little bit thicker than the liquids that I'm used to using, but the shine of this top coat is amazing. And as you know, as with every mani, I always finish up with my favorite cuticle oil from Candi Skincare. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if I gave you any inspiration into a future mani, I'd love to see it. Tag me on Instagram at madeby.kit, and I would love to see that. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!